Well, what's going on, guys? Wolves here, back in another video. And today, me and Molten. Hello, everyone. Yes, he says hello. Okay, so, everyone. I'd like to state my opinion on Five Nights at Freddy's for Dead by Daylight. I am actually really happy and, excited that they, added some things. So, or not, they didn't add anything, but people want this. They want Five Nights at Freddy's and Dead by Daylight. Okay, so I want to talk about my opinion on this. Obviously, I do completely support the idea of FNAF in here, especially since I'm a voice actor for other FNAF roleplays, things like that, and I am a director for my own stuff. Turn this on a bit. Oh yeah, by the way, this is just fan-made chase music and everything that someone made by Birdvlogs. But yeah, so as I was saying, my opinion, I could support Springtrap and FNAF and Dead by Daylight. I really like the idea. I also love the idea. I can't wait to see him if he does get added in the game. For the abilities I think he should have, I think he should have something in the sort of, him. He's a human and William Afton in a springlock suit. So I personally think he should have springlock suits. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, all as like weathered down springlock suits that he puts them in. And it has like a timer on it, and they stand there and they can't really do anything. So what I think is that basically if someone dies in the Freddy suit, someone dies in the Freddy suit, they're there, they die from the spring locks. Freddy will get possessed by that human or survivor. That's what I was about the game. It'll be an AI base. So basically they'll stand up and go, and I feel like Freddy would be super slow, and he would be able to get his microphone and throw it at people, injuring them. I think that would be cool. And then every time an action is completed and it works successfully for the animatronics, they would go offline for a pretty significant amount of time. Not the whole entire game, like half of the game time, but they would go offline for quite a bit, allowing you probably to get like quite enough of a generator done for it. They are back. If someone died in a Bonnie suit and they got Bonnie's possessed, I feel like Bonnie will get his guitar, and then sorry, I'm drinking water. And then play like loud music, and like it would be like a certain radius around that. So then anyone in that radius would scream, telling our boy Springtrap where that survivor is. So then we got Chica. Chica's complicated, so there's not really much you can do with Chica. But I was thinking like, okay, so Chica has her cupcake, right, and a pizza box in her other hand, like really old pizza. Okay, so then her cupcake launches off of her plate and goes searches for people. She will follow that cupcake to go find somebody, because the cupcake is going to go most likely to like the nearest sound that he finds. So he's going to go there and go and she goes find that person. If she's pretty quick, not the quickest out of all of them, but kind of quick. So then I feel like she would throw the pizza box and then launch pizza at people's faces, causing them to have like a stun effect, like Freddy Krueger with his blood snares. That little stun effect, and they'll be slowed down a bit, and they have the blindness effect, so they can't see people on hooks or in springlock suits. So make it harder. Foxy. Someone dies in a Foxy suit. I feel like, basically, for him, he would just, he gets possessed and everything, like all the rest, they will have a cooldown on a successful action. So Foxy will have the biggest cooldown because he's the most overpowered out of all of them. So basically, he would have his hook, and he would go run after people, right? So he would hit them with a hook and give them the deep wound status effect, I think is what it's called. Basically, for any of you Dead by Daylight fans, it's you probably know what I'm talking about, but it's like the little timer that you have, and then like if you're in a killer radius, it doesn't go down, but when you are in a killer radius, when you aren't in a killer radius, or the terror radius with the music playing, the timer would go down, and then it would down you if you didn't heal yourself fast enough. So I feel like that's what the hook should do when it hits you. All the animatronics can't be stopped by pallets when they chase you. I mean, they'll get stunned, but they won't go on cooldown. Other than Foxy, I feel like. Foxy, you should be able to use the fact that he runs after people really quick against them. That does a mad dash. You should be able to throw the pallet down, knocking him backwards, making him go offline. But that pallet would instantly break. And since Foxy would be in front of that pallet, there's no way someone can go into that pallet, So, yeah. That means that pallet will be blocked off. Then also, the pallet will be broken because it will break on impact. So if every other animatronic, it will break on impact. It will stun them, but break it on impact. Every animatronic other than, Foxy will go, be alive. But Foxy will, go offline and go to his cooldown immediately when hit by a pallet. I wouldn't say that a flashlight would stop them because that would just be too much. So it's just like that, and that's it. For perks and things like that and add-ons, well, I do have some things for add-ons. Check out the add-ons. Oh, actually, I forgot to mention one thing. And also another ability that you have, like a side ability, would be able to go to generators, kind of damage them without giving them spare parts, right? That could use for either two of these options. Decrease the cooldown. Like if you're on cooldown at that moment, you can take the time off by a significant amount from the cooldown, or completely reactivate them. Depends on how long the cooldown is. And then I got what I was about to say. Oh yeah, and then you can also use those gears or spare parts to upgrade different animatronics, right? So if he upgrades different animatronics, it's going to change their appearance, I would say. And you can have the nightmares and things like that. And also, that also mixes into add-ons. The add-ons, if you like, we should be able to bring in other animatronics, like Freddy turns into Fredbear, or Golden Freddy, for that match. And Bonnie turns into Shadow Bonnie. And we give them different abilities. That's what I think I should do. So then if you upgrade them, it's going to change their appearance into different animatronics. So like, maybe their final form would be the Nightmares or something. And then they would basically have shorter cooldown. Abilities would be more accurate, and they would work a lot better than they did originally, I feel like, to upgrade them. So like, imagine just having a fully upgraded Foxy. It would be probably pretty overpowered, but you can use his, like I said, you can use his speed against them. So yeah, and he can all of them can also miss, but like I said, if they miss, they're going to come right back after you. There's not going to be any effect on them. They only cool down when they hit you, which kind of goes into the story because the animatronics won't stop going after you until 6 a.m. But in this case, there's no time limit, so they just completely don't stop going after you until you are dead, basically. So yeah, and also I would say just to kind of balance that, so you can't have all 4 of them on all at the same time. Maybe do like you're gonna have like one or 2 on. I mean, if you could somehow balance it out and take my idea, which if you do take my idea, you don't even have to mention that I said it. If you want to, you can, Dead by Daylight. But if that's if you want to take my idea and use it, I'm completely fine with that. I actually think my idea is probably one of the better ones out there in the Springlock suits. But as I was saying, so you should. I don't know if you can either balance it out so where you can also have all 4 on. But then I was thinking like maybe it'll be easier to balance it out to be able to only have like 2 or 1 on at a time. You can't have multiple on. But I mean, if you make it possible to where you can have all 4, or maybe make it like an add-on to where you can have all 4 on, that would be cool. With like all 4 animatronics on, I feel like it would be a bit, much. But like, if you could either balance that out to where you can get that on, or make it to where only 1 or 2 can be on at one time, that'd be great. And okay, so for like I said, for add-ons, that would add different animatronics. So you could make Fredbear. It would change his appearance a bit. Then his final upgrade could be like Nightmare Fredbear, or even Nightmare. It'd be like you have his second one, then his third one could be Nightmare Fredbear, and then his 4th one could be Nightmare. I think you also had like Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy would be a cool upgrade. Shadow Freddy even. You can do a lot with this since there's so much in FNAF. So you can put so many cosmetics in and stuff. For for perks, I honestly don't know what to put. Someone you can make perks, make them balanced, make them unique. Okay, that's all I ask. If you want to make these characters fun, make them different and unique, and make them good perks, as the perks people would actually use. Because I mean, everyone uses perks, everyone uses different perks, right? But there's some perks that sometimes, almost all the time, are like outright not used because they're just not good. Make it good perks that people would actually think would be helpful and they would use. And you can even be, with my idea, this also brings with Springtrap's power lots of map pressure. And I promise you will probably stress survivors by quite a lot. Since they don't want people to die in the Springlock suits, right? Because it's just gonna make the match even harder for them, It's gonna make this match easier for Springtrap, but it's gonna make them way harder for the survivors. So then they're gonna be multitasking. They're gonna be trying to do whatever in their power to get survivors on the Springlock suits. Then also, that's the thing. If you're smart, if this does come to the game, if you're smart, we could use that as a lure. Basically, you can stay away from it because to also kind of balance it out. You can't be right next to the Springlock suit. It won't completely stop it, but it will significantly slow down timer so where you can get at least 2 to 3 generators done because it goes so slow before a person dies. So yeah. So yeah, so basically it. Just make some good perks that would work. Oh yeah, and the map. Let's make it the map before I end the video. So for the map, I do think that we should take like this Springtrap from this. I don't know. I think it should be the game Springtrap more than the book Springtrap. The books one's more detailed and more out there. That could also bring some book skins into this. Also, you could use a different Bonnie as his Springtrap, like a Shadow Bonnie. If you don't want to use Shadow Bonnie's upgrade, like a Shadow Bonnie. I honestly I think a Shadow Bonnie's gonna be look really cool. Like a Shadow Springtrap, like it'd be like a black cat, like some mist coming off of him, with giant white eyes and a white smile. That would be cool. Like you know what I'm saying. Or like just Spring Bonnie, like his yellow self, just not have anyone in him, or maybe have someone in him and not dead. Not spring locked. But yeah, for the map, I think we should personally use one of the books maps, like from the FNAF books, like Freddy's. That was in a mall, so we could kind of use that as like an area we could go to. Or I was also thinking having like Fredbear's with sister location under Fredbear's. So it'll be a 2-story map. And then to get into the bunker downstairs, there'd be a little place that you could go in, kind of like a basement stairs, but it'll go into a bunker, right? Also, you can go into a house. That'll be Charlie's house. That'll be an entrance to go into the bunker too. And that'll go into sister location. You could go down there and do generators. Then in the outside, you can go into Fredbear's and do stuff in there. I feel like having like a office type of area you could do a generator would be pretty cool, because you can kind of like loop it. But Bloodlust will get you if you keep on circling the generator. So yeah, but that's all I'm saying. So yeah, I think that would be good in that, because then that map would be really huge. I would say it would be pretty good size, because that means it's 2 floors, and there's entrances are like on the other side of the map from where Fredbear's is. You can obviously still find people. It won't be that hard. Like, just think of it as like a way bigger Haddonfield from the Halloween movie. Michael Myers' map. Think of it like that, with FNAF in it. Other than that, that's all I have. I honestly do think that Springtrap will come to Dead by Daylight, especially with the amount of people who really, who are really wanting it now. Because before Silent Hill was added into the game, they added, no one liked FNAF. They thought FNAF was cringe, and the people who would play FNAF were too young, and they want a young audience in this game. But now, since people have really noticed FNAF with FNAF 8 VR and AR, plus the movie coming out is really getting attention, so now people think FNAF is not as cringe. Which, I mean, honestly, I didn't think it was cringe either before people liked it. But yeah, I thought it was a good idea in general. But then the age group people are saying it's matured, which I will say is matured, because the amount of people who have played FNAF, it's been here for years and years, and people have definitely matured over the time. Especially with VR, you don't think lots of kids would be playing the FNAF VR. I know I'm coming from, I'm 13. I guess it would say call me young. I played Dead by Daylight personally. It always had a special place in my, in my heart to play. I just don't play it as much as I used to. But, I'm gonna get back into it. I'm definitely gonna get back into it. It's a really cool game. I love the game. But especially as Springtrap comes out, I'm buying it instantly. I'm probably gonna buy any cosmetic that comes with it, because he's gonna be my favorite, because how much I love Five Nights at Freddy's. But yeah. Other than that, that's really it. Do you don't think I missed anything? If I did, point out in the comments, because I probably did miss something. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down below if you want Springtrap in Dead by Daylight. Most people now do. I hope he comes to the game next. If you don't want him, don't want him, that's fine. But, we all have our own opinions. We can say if we want him or not. Just note that, I'm praying right now that he does get added. because I really think he would be a good addition, and he would be a really cool person to play as and get chased by. Especially with the music, like, if you guys, while you guys are listening to it, let's take a turn up a bit. Like, look at that. Like, imagine that with the music, nothing like chasing you, or like he's near you at this point. But like, just hearing that music would be so intense. Then like, hold on, I think chasing about to come up in a second. Okay, so when you're playing Survivor and he's chasing you, this is what this would sound like. Note that this is a fan-made concept, not the actual thing. I hope this becomes the actual thing, because this is really good. Like, it's enjoyable to listen to, and honestly, make it very intense. If seeing Springtrap chasing you, while hearing this music would make it so intense. Oh my god, that minute is pretty good. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. Yes, do what he said. Share the video and share with your friends. That would be a very big help from all of you. Now, time for some killing. Yeah, Wilson, go and do your business, killing people, whatever. I don't care. Okay. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.